I was watching curling and then I got bored with it. I'm sorry, but if if I'm not somehow invested in it, if it's not a team that I particularly like, these are two teams that, you know, okay, it, curling is not something that is really, well, it can be gripping, but there have to be certain there have to be certain things that make it gripping. And if there's nothing like that for me, then I will check back in on it, but I don't think so right now. So I'm watching Home Reno show. I um I don't know. I paid attention to the show and now I'm, yeah. So I went for my walk. Went the way all the way to the end. I did not go around because I had some shopping that I needed to do. I needed to get some lunch vegetables. I mean, I have a pepper, but I like using peppers for supper. So I went and got myself some cucumbers. That's what I usually have for lunch, cucumbers. And then oh, it's a little girl. I thought she had a boy. That must be later. This must be the newest baby. Right. Never mind. Yeah, I'm, I wasn't, I don't feel great right now. I, I watched a few things on YouTube and combined with the weather, it just annoyed me so much. I just went, done with it. No. And so that's fine. Sometimes I regret those things, but um, what can you do? I had normal lunch. And I'm going to finish my lunches. They're going to be the same until I finish all the turkey meat. And when I finish that turkey meat, I'm going to go to eggs. I like having eggs for lunch, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll focus on the meat, then switch to the eggs, and then go back to the turkey. Yeah. So there were a few YouTubers. There's one YouTuber that I watch. She is a woman, an American, who there's lots. There are lots of Americans who have Americans or British who have moved to Germany, and so I watch a few of those, and they usually speak English, but today the uh, American woman spoke German, which she has been working on for years. And it's really cool to hear someone, struggling with the language and doing so well at it and sounding so good at it. And it's hard because you want to help. You want to say, oh, no, no, here's how you pronounce that. And many Americans have, I find, I know the Americans are the British that speak German, and then there are the Germans that come here and speak English. And I find that it is much easier for Germans to speak English than Americans to speak German. Because, well, okay, not all. I mean, there's always, everyone's different, right? But the one American that I know, she lives in Cincinnati. By some stroke of luck, perhaps her age, perhaps, well, who knows what combined to make her speech, she sounds almost native, almost like a native English speaker. It's amazing. Sometimes you hear it, but rarely. And kind of cool. But the Americans who go and speak German rarely sound native. Rarely. Now, this one today, she sounded very good. Very good. But I hear the problems. I hear the American accent. And it's kind of neat. I would not want to go to another country right now, especially not at my age, and learn a new language. Holy smokes, no. I mean, I barely speak German well enough to pass. I'm sure I do. I speak German. You know, I can dream in German, so that's is not a problem. But I have not had. I was born in Canada, so I do not have natural. Of course, I have natural fluency because it's my first language. But there are things. There's nothing current about my German, and especially not now. Especially not now. Oh gosh, no. So I listen to a number of programs in German so that I don't lose it. I'm going to have to call my aunt. I keep on telling myself this the last couple of days. I got in touch with my one friend and checked how she was. Now I have to get in touch with my aunt and see how she's doing. Because my sister and I, we don't speak German to each other. I mean, we may start off conversations in German, but we always switch to English. I mean, English is way too omnipresent in our lives. But have to hang on to that. Have to hang on to the German. Really do. I sometimes, rarely, listen to someone speaking in French. I just don't have a lot of French YouTubers. I more often try to focus on the German. But I really should try more of the French. I really should, because I'm so out of the French. I'm so out of the French. Anyway, I accidentally got in touch, found someone from my youth that I hadn't heard from in, I would say, 40 years. Almost 40 years. Maybe not quite 40 years. She was one of my friends, one of my girlfriends that I partied with, that I went bar hopping with, that I went out with, every Thursday and Saturday night. That kind of friend. Okay. So that's why after I got married, we lost touch. And there was no, there was no internet, there were no iPhones, there was nothing like that yet. So there's just no easy way to keep in touch. So I saw her today, commenting on something. I just signed up with a group. Oh, my son. Okay, not making the sound now. Not making the sound now. Yeah, he needs a wrench to adjust my legs on my, maybe get it. If he gets the wrench now, he can quickly adjust it when I next hear the fridge making those noises, right, Tina? I know, there's not much happening. There's not much going on. Everyone is sleeping. Yeah, you're sleeping. You were sleeping. Yep. You were sleeping. Ellie's sleeping. Julia's sleeping. It's just that time of day. I almost feel like slipping. My son is going to respond. Cat on lap. Gotcha. It's not making the sound. He's not making the sound. But it has been making the sound. It has been making the sound. Yeah, because I was in there at lunchtime. So, and I was in there when I got home because I put stuff in the freezer. Mimi's sleeping on him and Frankie's sleeping on Mimi. Okay, there's a double sleeping, triple sleeping. The Formula One race was yesterday. They're trying to fit it in earlier so that it doesn't run into Ramadan. So that was the first Formula One race of the Formula One season. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Nothing has changed. Same winner as has been winning for years now. It's very boring. It's very boring. Okay, well, that's all I have. Oh yes, so that was the what I wanted to tell you about. Yeah. Don't. No counter, no desk. Okay. You have other places to go up. You've got 2 windows to go up. You do not have to go up. You've got a table there. This desk has never been open to you. That counter. If they only spoke English. Plus, you didn't eat all your breakfast. He's going to lose weight. Yep. Okay. Got to check him out. Talk to you later.